Most people dread the sanding phase of a project, mostly because it usually involves cramped fingers and a lot of dust. But this little Hammerhead unit actually makes that part of the job feel a lot less like a chore. It is a compact, corded sander that sits comfortably in the palm, and honestly, it feels surprisingly sturdy for something at this price point. You get a 1.4-amp motor under the hood, which might sound modest on paper, but when you fire it up, that 12,000 orbits per minute speed is plenty for smoothing out wood or stripping back old paint. It vibrates, sure, but it is not the kind of aggressive shaking that leaves your hand numb after 10 minutes. What really makes this thing stand out is the detail attachment. You can pop the front end off without needing a single tool, swap in the triangular head, and suddenly you are reaching into corners and tight spots that a standard square sander would just bounce off of. It is a quick, satisfying click-and-go system that keeps the momentum of a project moving. Now here is the thing about dust. It is the enemy of any workshop. This device comes with a little dust box that clips onto the back, and while it is not going to replace a heavy-duty shop vac, it does a decent job of catching the bulk of the debris. If you are working in a garage or a small shed, you will definitely appreciate that they included a vacuum adapter so you can hook it up to a real suction system if things get messy. The switch is sealed against dust too, which is a smart move because that is usually the first thing to fail on these smaller power tools. If there is a downside, it is the cord. Being tethered to a wall outlet is always a bit of a trade-off compared to battery-powered gear, but you never have to worry about losing power in the middle of a long session, and it keeps the weight down significantly. The hook and loop system for the sandpaper is standard, but it works exactly as it should, holding the sheets tight without them sliding around. It is not a professional-grade tool meant for 8 hours of daily industrial use, but for the weekend warrior or someone tackling a furniture flip, it hits that sweet spot of being affordable, reliable, and genuinely helpful. It is one of those tools that just does its job without making a fuss, and sometimes that is exactly what you need.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.